In Gangsta Richie Rich news, you feel me?
What's that?
Submitted by Snowboard Bro. A rich kid charged with murder upset parents by attending school while he was out on bail.
Oh, you're not supposed to go back to school?
Well, this kid is charged with murder. He's still going to school with other kids.
How responsible?
I mean, I don't know what the laws are. So you're supposed to stay at home?
Well, it's not that he's supposed to. It's just like, it's like as a parent, like all these other parents, they complain because they're like, I don't want this kid that has been charged with killing another person going to school with my kid.
Well, what is he supposed to do?
He could be homeschooled. It's because he's out on bail right now on a $5 million bail.
Damn.
I guess for me, like, I was just thinking of like, okay, if you're out on bail, like, can I go to the supermarket? I know I'm charged for murder, but can I go swimming? Can I blow my nose at McDonald's? Like, I'm just trying to figure out what am I supposed to do. So I didn't know you can't go to school if you got charged for murder.
I get, like, legally he can. It's just that the parents of the school were against that, and so that's what led school officials to look into it. And then his parents ultimately said, okay, we'll pull him out of school.
They're trying to murder shame him.
Yeah, is it wrong that I thought, what a good kid? Because after you're accused of murder, the first thing you do is go to school? Because if that was me, and I killed somebody, I wouldn't go to school.
Yeah, I don't want a murderer around me either. Because David was like, I don't want a murderer around me.
Well, it depends on the murder for me. Like if it was like a drunk driving type of thing. Like I'm like, okay, you just.
Pretty sure a $5 million bail is not a drunk driving type of murder.
Yeah, what did he do?
And plus, whether or not someone has murdered doesn't change my perception of that person in my mind. Because for me, I think everyone's a murderer, they just haven't done it yet. But if you push anyone enough, they'll kill someone. So like,
that's not true.
So if I'm in a classroom and this guy killed someone, I would just be like, oh, you killed someone? Okay, cool. Like it hasn't been.
I think it's true because I watched The Walking Dead, and when people are pushed to their limits, they will kill.
But that's a survival type of issue, though. Like we're talking about within
like a murderer. Like, I don't know if that would even classify as a murderer.
If he's a psychopath or a sociopath, I think that's different.
Maybe I'm thinking of him as like some kind of sociopath.
In a gang shooting, boom, 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 and blasted each other. Like I mean, I knew like tons of people like that.
Your world because he's a rich kid. So if it was like a gangbanger, right? Yeah. Like he's supposed to been shooting people. You know what I mean? But in when he's at school, he's just a regular civilian. This is a rich kid, so I'm thinking he's a psychopath. Maybe that's where I'm going.
I was thinking The Godfather. So he's a rich kid, but because he's tied to the mafia, and then he's avenging his father's death.
So which is it? What did he get? How did someone by someone?
I like to make assumptions about things.
What about the murder?
Okay, so
the muck duck.
This kid, his name is Cameron Terrell. He's 18 years old.
That's a dope ass name.
He goes to the Palos Verdes High School.
Oh my God, it's California.
Yep. In PV. His parents, so he's the son of a South Bay interior designer and a media consultant based in El Segundo. That's what his parents do.
That's right around our backyard.
Yep. And so apparently he was connected to this gang-related shooting. And so they're saying that about 11:25 a.m. on October 1st, he saw these three men walking on the street, him and a friend, Cameron and a friend. And so they approached these three guys, and asked them where they were from, like hitting them up.
Cameron hit them up? Or
yes.
Those three hit him?
No, Cameron.
Cameron's gangbanging. He's a Palos Verdes gangbanger.
Yeah, that's why he's a gangster Richie Rich.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How do you hit somebody up with that type of money? What are you trying to rob them for?
I remember there were rich kids, though, trying to be gangbangers. Because, like, maybe their parents weren't giving them the support and love.
Yeah, well, he would be going to like South LA all the time and stuff.
Okay.
Apparently he joined a predominantly black South LA gang, but they don't know exactly.
Okay, so he's
a white guy.
So oh wow, so white guy that hit
a rich white guy that put himself in the ghetto to join like the gangs,
and he hit people up. So it's Malibu Most Wanted.
It is literally Malibu's.
But the real kind, because you know what they say about the token white guy.
White guy in the black group, he's crazy.
The token white guy in the black group is the most dangerous one.
Because he always got to prove himself.
He has to prove he has to show how crazy he is.
I bet you this fool has cornrows.
Yeah. So then when he approached these three dudes,
Where are you guys from?
So Cameron's friend apparently just started shooting at them. And so he ended up shooting 21-year-old named Justin Holmes.
That sucks.
And they weren't even gang related at all. Like Holmes and his 2 other friends, they weren't. But he ended up dying on his way to the hospital, or in the hospital.
What if he was like, what's your name? And he's like, Camden Holmes. And he's like, oh, you're trying to get crazy with me? I'm not your Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's my last name. Yeah, fuck you.
No, I think I know what happened. They're, since they're bitches, they just want to like pump each other up and make each other feel tough, because I've seen this happen. I've seen like some of the more like bitch gangs, to pump each other up and feel good, they'll just straight up hit up people that obviously aren't even in to punk them, and they feel hella good about themselves.
I've seen that.
And they're like, what the fuck? You're a straight bitch. You know they're not gonna do anything.
They would hit up normal people thinking that they're gangsters.
No, I think mine is more true than yours.
I feel like these fools just go
Justin
to like
Holmes?
they go to a fucking senior citizen home and shit. What the fuck you bang, cousin? I don't know.
Bingo!
Yeah, I dare you to raise that cane, homie.
I've seen that happen, dude. I was with my friend's cousin who was a part of that fake thug crew, and then we went to go watch movies, and they got punked because they were mad dogging some kids, but their like older Korean brothers came and fucking punked the shit out of them.
Oh shit.
And we were laughing at him like hardcore, and we didn't even end up watching the movie because he was so embarrassed. So we leave, right? And there was this new driver with his grandparents. And he almost backed his car into the guy. So once he hit his little bumper, he got out of the car, he pulled out those fucking batons.
How cute. I just pictured a little bumper.
Like a clown car.
Yeah, so the new driver backed into my friend's cousin, and then boom. So he's like, oh, hell no. And he came out, he fucking waved this baton around, and then the old grandparents were like scared and shit, and I'm all like, that doesn't make you a tough guy.
Yeah.
That just makes you a fucking predator. Like, you're just fucking with old people. You're a bully. You don't look hard. But I think they try to, like, make themselves look cooler because we just witnessed them getting their asses punked. And it was only one Korean guy. Like, one older brother that came in and punked all of them. And this is supposed to be a gang.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
The hell?
So this is probably exactly what you're talking about. They're pumping each other up. And then they're like, yeah. Oh yeah, they're from whatever. And then they're like, let's just fucking shoot at them.
You're like, you see those fucking bitches right? You see those fucking marks right there? You mean the guys in the Batman outfits? Fuck yeah, that's it. They fucking hit them up.
Yeah, so then after Cameron's friend was shooting, they both ran into a black car, which Cameron drove off. And so he was pretty much like the getaway driver. So...
You are stupid. I wish I was you as a kid, like having money and shit. Damn, that shit would have been nice. Fuck gangbanging, dude.
Like Joe said, he probably didn't have any love. Gangsters need love too.
Which would you rather have, a fuck ton of money and no love? But our situation, because we had love. As latchkey as we was, as our broken home as we was, I feel like we still get way more love than the rich kids that don't get nothing.
That's so weird, man. It blows my mind.
What's weird?
Just like watching like kids like that. Cause I didn't know rich.
Throw it all away?
I didn't know rich kids like that, but I know kids who were more affluent who did that. You know what I mean? They weren't rich though, but to us they were rich.
Yeah, but not like a PV kid.
Yeah, because there was one kid that shot himself in the arm, and he came to school and he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gangbanging shit." And then his older brother told everybody that he shot himself in the arm accidentally in their backyard.
We know a very affluent person in that area that has a very sad family life.
Yeah.
Very, very sad family life. It's like, money's not everything, man. I'm greedy as fuck, but I know the consequences. I know. That's why I gotta balance it. Yeah. I have self-respect. I want a lot of money, but I want a lot of friends that are real.
He's so angry.
This is the white.
Is that a new gang sign?
Oh, he's wearing a LV.
Very expensive belt.
Yeah. His home is like 1.something million. Like.
Oh my God.
That's actually cheap in Palos Verdes.
I know.
Their average, I think, is about 3 million.
It's of Palos Verdes.
Oh yeah.
He's from the Palos Verdes hood.
They even pointed out in like the media reports that he's like the lone white guy in a music video with a whole bunch of black people, and so it's like this could be his gang.
I like the names. Chico, Cinco, Casper, Joker, and...
Those are Cholo names!
Yeah. There has to be a Casper and a Joker, of course. What's up, Casper? What's up, Joker?
So his buddy shot The dude, he didn't shoot him?
He didn't shoot him, but because
He had the getaway
was,
car.
Like, the accomplice.
Oh, I see.
Or that's just what the lawyer is saying.
He killed.
What? He looks
This is Justin Holmes.
Maybe he was rapping too and they didn't like it. They had rapper beef.
Maybe.
Oh my God. We need to change the world, man. I didn't know this kind of shit was still going on.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, I hope this kid rots in jail forever because you had every opportunity that other kids don't have. And you chose that life. So since you chose it, instead of it being an environmental thing, you deserve to get fucked in jail.
What's gonna happen is his parents gonna pull connections and then judge helps him get off easy or some shit.
And what
Probably.
kind of sorry ass parents are you, dude? He
I
fucking
know.
murdered somebody and you're gonna pay $5 million for his bail?
So he got arrested 11 days after the murder, right? And then he got out on bail, the $5 million bail. And then a couple days after he got out on bail, he was posting on Facebook photos of him and his parents at a Dodger game for the World Series.
Wow.
What the hell?
Wow, you're a terrible parent.
Yeah.
If I literally murdered somebody, my mom would cut my ass off like I never existed, dude. She's cut off her own family because they don't give her phone calls.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And that's why we have love and they don't. Damn, he took her to the Dodger game? That fool gets a lot of love. I think he gets everything.
Yeah, I think he's just a piece of shit. I think he's a psychopath.
World Series too, that's gotta be expensive.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
So
think
he
just paid $5
pleaded
million for
not
the bail.
guilty.
And they, you know what? I like to picture that he doesn't spend any time with his family and all that shit, but the World Series thing really just changed the game for me. He gets a lot of love.
But technically he didn't pull the trigger though.
We don't know that, but that's what the lawyer's saying.
Oh yeah, we don't know what happened.
Because he could have been the one that went, but then the lawyer's like, no, he was just a getaway driver.
Yeah, that's true.
If I was rich too, I would use all my money in the whole entire world to get my kid off of everything.
Really?
Hell fucking yeah!
After you got so pissed that you punched another hole in the wall because of another affluent kid that we were talking about, that he got off easy.
But he killed his dad.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He was ungrateful and he murdered his dad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true, that's true.
If I had a Dexter for a son, that's society's fault.